Hello, welcome back to another bookish video from the Mouse Diva. We're in for a treat today.
Moving pictures. Hello there, moving pictures.
What's up, Doc?
I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl.
I'm so excited. I drove over almost an hour and a half. Well, I'm not excited about driving an hour and a half. But as you can tell by the thumbnail, I am at a Goodwill, I think it's called SecondStory bookstore. So my sister had sent me this little clip about Greenville, South Carolina. I live in North Carolina, by the way. That this Goodwill had opened just a bookstore. And it opened 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get down there. Because, you know, supposedly the books are, you know, a lot cheaper. The thing I saw that she sent me, it was like all books were $1.50. But then when I went on the website, they're like books starting at $1. So, fingers crossed that they're like really, really cheap. And, you know, it's just books. And I had never heard of that. So I don't know if that's something new that Goodwill is doing, or maybe it's a big thing elsewhere in the country and just not around here. Well, I say here, this really isn't here for me, but you get the drift. So let's go in and hopefully find, this is what I'm looking for. I am currently reading my first Kristen Hanna book, The Women. Loving it. So I'd love to find some more books by her. I also went into Barnes & Noble the other day, and just because I had a few minutes, I sat down and started reading one of Bill Bryson's books. And I'm like, and I put it on my Insta story. Do you follow me on Instagram, by the way? And one of my friends, Diane, said, oh, I love his books. So I'd like to find some Bill Bryson books. And, oh, I'd like to find, fingers crossed, I mean, this is, you know, needle in a haystack. But I'd love to find The Wedding Veil. I really do want to read that book. So let's go see what we can find.
They've only been open an hour, so I don't know if they like restock every morning, but in case they do, then, you know, hopefully I'll find some really good stuff. I don't see any like carts or baskets. It's a tad bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but who cares? Okay, let me just like get my bearings. Oh, okay, look, fiction. Let me get my bearings and then figure out, oh, Conroy, I love him. And then we'll figure out where to go from there. I might like really want a bathroom. I hope they have the bathroom. And, you know, I drove over an hour and a half. Oh, what's these canvas bags?
Yeah, I can hold them for you.
Can you do me a favor? Read what the ship one is about. If it's like a space alien, I don't really care. But if it's like a murder mystery kind of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a murder.
Ooh, even DVDs and Blu-rays. Textbooks. Parenting. Ooh, have you read this? It's a different cover, different edition. I read the original, like when it first came out. Oh my goodness, I loved Natalie Portman in this. Oh, love this cover. That's beautiful. 2 chairs up front for those who are tired to wait for the others. Like, that's what my husband would be doing, sitting there. I need to look for a friend at work recommended something begin with the word lies. I can't remember the whole thing, but I do remember lies in the title. Don't see that. Okay, what is this about? Because I love this cover. Oh my gosh, it just looks interesting. Ann B. Ross. She is from where I live, Hendersonville, North Carolina. I've actually met her. So of course their prices are not as wonderful as I was like, but they're mass paperbacks. They are $1. But I normally don't read those. What's this? I Heard the Owl Call My Name, the modern classic of Native American life. Yeah. Oh, I have all the Castle books. I loved this TV show. These are just a fun read. So I just walked in the kids section. I'm starting over here, and look what I found. Yay! I found one, and it looks like it hasn't even been read, and it's only $3. Okay, I read the adult version of this. This is an amazing story. Like, I can't believe this man lived through this. Oh crud, I'm not even a quarter of the way through the store. This reminds me, I have this book and haven't read it yet. By the way, stay through the outro music because I'll show you other books. Okay, what are all these kids? So these are all $2. So Judy Bloom. Let's see, our Ivy and Bean 2. Yep. And 2. What are these? Well, that looks cute. Hardcover Bopsy Twins, $3. Oh, I'm trying to think which one of these I've read. I have one of these. I don't remember which one it is. Shucks. Well, that's cute. I think I saw a basket of those. I never knew there was a Goodwill plush. Interesting. Okay, not a collector of those glossy ones. I'm a collector of the old school. So they have a whole section of books that don't have their jackets. Ooh, historical detectives. That got my attention. Mike Ashley is the leading authority of horror, fantasy, and science fiction. Man, you know what, guys? This looks really cool. I would have never thought about taking all the jackets off, but look how cool that looks on a shelf. How much? How much? $3. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, they've been sitting little moldy. Okay, I totally gotta get one of these for my granddaughter. Actually, I'm not. They're just a little bit too much mildew inside of them. Found another. Oh, this one's $6. What happened in America in the summer of 1927? What didn't happen? Bill Bryson retells the story of one truly fabulous jaw-dropping season. Okay, I just squirreled, which I'm not interested in any self-help books. This caught my attention. Oh, those are beautiful. Please be priced well. Seriously, $30? Okay, who printed it? I mean, if Franklin Library, exclusively for subscribers to the collected stories of the world's greatest writers. That one's $75. pull this book out. Again, and I'm like, I'm interested to turn this around. And this is Edith Vanderbilt. This is by Giovanni Boldini, Master of the Swish, but it's $40. But it's really cool that Edith, because it's the first 400. That explains why Edith is on the back. Okay, so I was in there for over an hour, and as you saw, it really wasn't that big, but you know, that's still a lot of books to look at. I got 15 books for $72. Now, a big chunk of that was this $20 book. So think about it. I would have got it was $14 for 52 books. So I'm sorry. Yep. No, I'm sorry, 15 books. Yeah, for $52. So I did get one of the collectibles, and it is the Bold and Magnificent Dream first edition. Let me show you a little bit. I love the gilded edges, the fabric end page there. And it is, I think I showed you guys this already. We have a letter, signed letter from the authors here. And this is a Doubleday, copyright 1971, I think. I don't have my glasses on, that's pitiful. Oh my gosh, I am excited to get into this book. It will be quite a while before I do get into it. Of course, the cloth ribbon mark, or the ribbon marker. But I just love collectible books like this. They just look wonderful on the shelf. They're wonderful to read. Now, some of the books you did not see. Some of them I showed you, some of them I didn't. So this was $4. This was in the kids section. And I absolutely loved the book cover. Not the jacket, the cover. Look at this. And it is thick, but it's a kid's book. Very large font. So it won't take too long to read. This was interesting because it basically went right into the story with, you know, it's like, whoa, where's the copyright page? Well, that's actually at the end of the book. This is just beautiful, just a beautiful edition of this. And it was $4. I noticed that a lot of the hardbacks were $6. There were a couple that were $8. And at first I was like, oh, that's a little much for a used book. But then I thought, if it's in good condition, and I would have bought it at the bookstore, I would have paid a lot more. So, you know, it evens out. All right, I did get the Hardy Boys, the Flickering Torch Mystery, and this one was $4. I did not show this one. Ooh, I'm going to throw it down. The Chasing Lincoln's Killer. This was also in the kids section. I love history. This one was $4. Let me show you a little bit. If I really wouldn't have just wanted to read this so bad, I wouldn't have got this. I really despise it when people write in books. But I really, really wanted to read this book. Since it's a children's edition, it is just really pleasing to the eye, which makes it a really easy read. And you know, sometimes you get into, you've been reading some, you know, really dense book, and you got to put a lot of thought into it. And sometimes it's just relaxing, more relaxing, I guess, to just read something, just an easy read, and I count this as an easy read. Oh, I'd seen this in the bookstore several times. I think I've even shown it on some of my Barnes & Noble Shop With Me, and I thought one day I'm gonna get that book. Well, today is one day. It was $4, which a lot of their soft covers were. I got a Christmas book. It was just, it's in great condition, and again, an easy read. The Santa Suit. If you've read this book, please comment below. Let me know what you thought about it.
I'm not going to go a lot into what these books are about. One, because the sun is kind of in my eyes and I don't have my readers on and I couldn't read it to you anyway. All right, this is a follow-up to his year in Providence. This is a nonfiction book. I love books that talk about travel or where people live. So look forward to this. And oh, by the way, so I was looking up where there would be some food because I'm a little hungry. I don't know this area. And I realized, wait, well, let me just look up if there's any more bookstores. And then the first one that popped up was Mr. K's Used Books. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've heard of that. And it's gonna be a lot more books than were in there, and we're going there. So subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you know when that video is uploaded. I'm really curious to see what their prices are. Okay, and then we have Lee Smith's Guest on Earth.
The main reason I got this one is I turned it over and I see that it is based in Asheville, North Carolina, Highland Hospital Mental Institution. Zelda Fitzgerald. I love historical fiction, and the fact that it is based off that hospital that Zelda Fitzgerald was in for $4, I'm like, yep. And I'd never heard about it, which was surprising that I hadn't. So this one will be read, this will be higher up on the TBR than some of the others.
And you know I got the Bill Bryson. Love this because I swear it doesn't even, it looks brand new and it was only $3. So this is actually going to be higher up on the TBR also. And I found another. So I'm going to read that other one before I read this one. But of course, this one I already showed you guys. Sounds very interesting. I mean, this... you know, unfortunately I didn't find any Kristen Hanna's. Ooh, now this was towards the end of what I was looking at, and look, this was only $2. It is a hardback Mark Twain. It was actually in the biography section.
I would not get cast off library books, although I really do like that it's old school and has where, you know, you'd put the checkout card right here. But for $2, and it seems like such an interesting, but I'm not going to say seems, I can already tell this is a very interesting book. And one day, one of our travels is going to be to his hometown in Missouri. Subscribe to my family channel, Life's a Whirlwind. All of our travels are on that channel. Whenever I find these History Press books and they are, you know, a really good price, I grab them. So this one is based in Florida. I use them for when we travel, and I'm just a history buff and I love to look at the way things used to be, and the pictures are always so great. So Carbondale, Pennsylvania. And this one was $4 though. I almost didn't get this one, but I thought I'm never gonna find it at $4 again. And I went ahead and got Terry Pratchett. So I found one of his books. Now, this is not the editions I like. I like the old school editions, but I don't have any of them. And it was $4, kind of much, but you know, it's Terry. And the very last one is actually just funny. It was laying on, it's one of the last sections I was in. I was just going really fast because it was like cooking and stuff like that. And right on the top of the shelf, I see this. And I'm like, Disney, never seen this. Drinking at Disney. It is outdated. It's 2016. I don't know who these people are, but one of the reasons I got it is just because I think that my husband would appreciate this. That he loves to drink when we're on vacation, and because that's, he says, you know, he's on vacation. So I went ahead and got this because, you know, some of these things aren't here anymore, some of the places. And this place at Animal Kingdom, this is my husband's favorite lounge other than Trader Sam's. It's just very well pleasing to the eye. That's what I want to say. It's very pleasing to the eye the way it is written. And like I said, it was only $4. And when you're gonna find, oh, like, did you just see that, the ESPN lounge Well, that's gone. Like the, I don't see it now. But anyway, yeah, so the ESPN Lounge is definitely one of those that is gone. It is that time, the time to hit the thumbs up button because you love books, and hit the bell notification button so you know when another bookish video by the Mouse Diva is put up, because every other video is a Disney video. Until the next page.
I've been all around the world, every city, every place. Always been a restless girl, but now there's